It's Tech Lid, and we're bullish. The stampede is coming, baby. In this video, we will be talking about Sndl grower stock. The ticker symbol is Sndl. We're going to take a look here at this article from Top News Guide. Is Sndl grower stock worth a buy after the sharp correction? Sndl could benefit from cannabis legalization in the U.S. despite the federal government being adamant to legalization. Currently, Sndl Growers is exclusively tied to the Canadian market, but that could change once the U.S. reschedules cannabis. So they keep talking about the legalization in the U.S. As I have mentioned before in my channel, and have mentioned many times, this is one of the biggest catalysts. And we have mentioned that this one could take a year, 2 years, 3 years, who knows. But the reality is, this is the way that the market will go, and the market's money will flow that way. It's just a matter of time. Sndl Growers is a company that is in the plus. They have enough money to try to buy off other smaller companies and strengthen their big company. Let's take a look at the price of Sndl. Sndl Growers was down 2 cents for the day. That made a 2.70% loss. In the course of the last 5 days, Sndl is actually up 1 cent, good for 1.96%. In the course of the last month, though, it has lost a bit more, 9.10%. But as I have always shown you and told you, there are swings here, so there's always money to be made even when the stock is down, as you could accumulate when it gets lower and have those quick swing trades while holding your major position. Because people get that mixed up and confused. You don't have to relinquish your entire position. You could be both a long-term investor and the short-term / swing trader when it comes to these prices and getting off bounces. Under $1, Sndl is golden. I have said that many times, and I'll continue to say that. When this thing takes off, a lot of people are gonna be left behind because they didn't believe in Sndl Growers, or they didn't see the signs and they ignored it. And they'll be catching in when FOMO comes for the rest of the market. Just a quick disclaimer though, I am not a financial advisor. Always make sure to do your own due diligence and research when you invest in any type of market. When you do the homework and you do the research, you will come out winning. Bank on it. But yeah, Sndl at 75 cents. Right now I'm not calling for any big gains, but I think that we could start seeing Sndl around that 80 cents level within the next week here. If there is a dip down though, it could hit between 68 and 70 cents perhaps. So just take a look and be mindful of that. We did have that break here where it was 70 cents on August the 19th. It's kind of actually in the middle between both months, if you will. In the last 5 days, that's around the middle, yeah, around the 2 weeks ago type of number. So yeah, it will be interesting to see what happens with Sndl going forward. I'm going to be short-term bullish here, and of course always long-term bullish, but there are times when I do think the stock could go down. I don't think it will happen in this particular instance, but if it does, 68 to 70 cents, that's where I draw the line before we have new support and resistance levels that are going to be seen and created for Sndl. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down, simple. If you haven't done so already, please do consider subscribing to the channel, as it helps tremendously. And if you haven't hit that bell, make sure you ring it so that you could stay notified, informed, up to date. Until the next time, peace and love to the Tech Lid Legion.